Hello driving intelligence community. Today I want to talk to you about putting shorty headers on an F150 10th generation version. I had a problem with leaking exhaust manifold gaskets, and I think most people who have these vehicles over the years are going to find that happens eventually. They come stock with some thin metal gaskets that eventually fail. And I confirmed that mine were failing. I heard a ticking noise, and then I saw the exhaust trails at the exhaust manifolds. So I decided I was going to try to do an upgrade. I had heard also that sometimes these exhaust manifolds will crack, so I didn't want to take the chance of removing the exhaust manifold and then having to go find either a stock exhaust manifold or some kind of upgrade. So while I was trying to make the decision on what to do, I was soaking all the header bolts, the manifold bolts, with PB Blaster to make sure that they would come loose because they're notorious for breaking. And I also was looking around for the best set of headers that I could find at a good price. And I inevitably found an open box set of Pacesetter headers that were coated, and I'm pretty impressed with them. You'll see in the video that they seem to be pretty good quality, and I've had them installed for probably 10,000 miles and I've not had any issue. The issue with shorty headers is the installation. I thought that it would be easier, but because of the unequal length in each exhaust tube, it's very difficult to put the bolts in. So I eventually got them in, but it was not without broken knuckles and pain. I got them in. I'm happy with it. It sounds great, and I even got a little bit more performance out of that. I'm pretty happy with the performance. But on top of that, just as an extra note, and I actually mentioned this later on in the video, taking those headers out gives you so much access to do so many things. I decided to go ahead and replace the motor mounts because there's so much access for this. It makes it so much easier to replace those. And actually, disconnecting the motor mounts and jacking up the engine gives you better room for the install of the shorty headers. And I did a few other things like the oil filter housing gasket. I had a lot more room to do that. So it gives you a lot of opportunity just to get in there and do some extra stuff with a lot more room. So I would suggest if you're going to do an upgrade on your exhaust manifolds, or even just to pull them and replace the same exhaust manifolds with new gaskets, that you look at doing some things like an engine mount upgrade. Follow along. I'm not sure I want to do this again in the near future, but like I said, I am happy with it, and at the end you'll hear the exhaust note. Here you'll see the infamous exhaust manifold gasket. They're pretty much just junk. It's metal, very thin. This is the one I believe that was blown out most. You can see I did not cause this damage. This is just the way it came out of the vehicle. I've gotten the exhaust manifold off, but not without some difficulty, especially these bolts that hold this to the downpipe. I had to use a hacksaw and also then use a side grinder to grind off the rest of it so I could get through it and get it off. I decided to replace it with these Pacesetter Shorty headers. I wasn't sure if these would have been damaged or cracked in some way, so I was able to find these relatively cheap on Amazon. I'll put a link to it and replace. And I'm actually pretty impressed. This is some heavy steel, heavy flange material, equally as heavy as the original. So I'm looking forward to getting this on and hopefully getting some additional performance improvement out of it. By the way, some of you may ask why I'm using shorties instead of long tubes. After I've done some research on it, I use this truck for towing and everyday driving, and it turns out that shorty headers actually improve low and mid-range power and torque over the original exhaust manifolds, whereas long tubes may actually sacrifice low-end performance but improve on the high end. This is not a racing truck, it's an everyday use truck, so I'm looking for something that gives me more low-end mid-range performance. One of the problems I came up against was broken studs. I actually had two of them break off in the head. Even though I soaked these for weeks with PB Blaster, and then I found another product that I tried, they just snapped right off well into the head. So I had to I had to do an easy out on them. You can see I actually did a pretty good job center punching that and getting this out. There's no rust on this. You can see that it was actually in pretty good shape. I do not know why this original stud broke at this location, but this is common with these vehicles. Because this Pacesetter header was not exactly the same in dimension as the stock manifold, I had to actually pull the exhaust system back after loosening one of the mounting bolts. I think there's only one mounting bolt. Yeah, there's only one. And use a strap to pull it back toward the axle to give me clearance so I could get it in there, properly install and torque the header bolts. And now I'm about to release it. Should be okay. Had to move it about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch, which was impossible to do by hand and by myself. I had to take a few things apart to get to this much more easily, but some of the things that provided additional access, first of all, you have to take off the oil dipstick tube because it runs through the middle of that. I actually took off the brackets on this brake ABS motor, which allowed me access to the back and getting to the bolts. You'll have to, of course, remove your EGR tube, which is rather difficult, and there's some alignment issues, so you'll have to do some bending to get it back into place. While I was doing this in a previous video, you'll see that I replaced the engine mount. Since I was in there, the access is much better without the manifold in. So I was able to jack the engine up, which gave me much more access to put the Shorty header in there. The problem with all these brake lines and other issues around here, other things surrounding this opening, is that you cannot put the Shorty header in this way. You have to install this Shorty header from underneath the vehicle, and if you have a 4x4, you have to drop the front drive shaft. So I disconnected the front part of the drive shaft, pushed it out of the way, and the Shorty header just flops right in there easily. Other than that, I guess the only other 2 points I'll make. Number one, it's very much easier when you take the oil filter out to get access in from the front. And also use high quality reusable gaskets. Don't use the gaskets that come with the Shorty headers. They don't last. These are made out of aluminum. They're multi-sheet, and they compress to take into consideration any of the casting issues that are either in the header itself or in the block, in the head. One of the nice things about these Shorty headers is that you don't need a tune. I had already gotten a tune on this vehicle, but you can see my fuel trims are almost perfect, so there was no real impact. Although I do think it got a little leaner, meaning that it was breathing better. The sound in the vehicle is good. It's not loud. I got the windows open. I don't have a supercharger. I just had an extra boost gauge so I could monitor vacuum. Uphill.